He found the body in the river. It was not a normal body. It was made of glass. The fisherman pulled it to the shore. He stared in horror. The glass man was perfect. He was a young man. He was clear like water. His face was peaceful. His clothes were glass, too. The fisherman ran to town. He told the police. Soon, everyone came to see. They put the glass man in the town hall. People paid money to look. They called him the Crystal Wonder. He stood on a red velvet box. Lights shone around him. He was beautiful and strange. Children pointed. Women cried. Men just shook their heads. No one knew his story. Where did he come from? Was he a man or a statue? An old clockmaker watched from the crowd. His name was Elias. He felt a deep sadness. This was not a wonder. This was a tragedy. Elias went home that night. He could not sleep. He thought about the glass man. He remembered an old story. His grandfather told it to him. It was about a glassblower. The glassblower loved his work too much. He made a terrible wish. Weeks passed. The glass man was still popular. But Elias visited every day. He looked at the face. One afternoon, he saw something. A tiny bubble moved. It was inside the glass chest. It moved like a heartbeat. Elias stepped closer. Yes, it was moving. The glass man was alive inside. He was a prisoner. Elias knew the story was true. He decided to act. That night, he went to the town hall. He had a small bag of tools. He opened a window. The room was dark and quiet. The glass man stood in moonlight. Elias walked to him. He spoke in a soft voice. "I am here to help you." He took out a fine metal file. He touched the glass hand. A small piece came off. A finger was free. Suddenly, the glass man's eyes opened. They were clear and blue. They looked at Elias. They were full of pain. A sound came from him. It was like wind in a bottle. "Thank you," the sound said. Elias worked faster. He filed the other hand free. But the clock struck midnight. A guard walked past the door. Elias hid in the shadows. He had to leave. The next morning, people saw the change. The glassman's hands were free. The town was in an uproar. Who did this? Was it magic? The mayor was very angry. He put more guards around the glassman. Now no one could get close. Elias watched from the street. His heart was heavy. He failed. Months passed. Winter came. Fewer people visited the glass man. He was not perfect anymore. He was just a broken thing. The mayor moved him to a storage room. The room was cold and dusty. The glass man stood in a corner. He was alone. Elias heard about this. A plan formed in his mind. One very cold night, Elias went to the town hall again. He knew the storage room window. He broke the lock easily. He went inside. The glass man was there. Frost was on his surface. Elias brought a lantern and blankets. "I will get you out," he whispered. He worked for hours. He filed the glass feet from the base. It was slow, hard work. Finally, the glass man was free. But he could not walk. He was too fragile. Elias wrapped him in thick blankets. He carried him like a child. They left the town hall. They went into the dark, snowy streets. No one saw them. Elias took the glass man to his workshop. He put him near the warm stove. Spring arrived. Elias worked every day. He used special tools. He carefully filed the glass. He made joints at the knees and elbows. The glass man could move his arms now. He could turn his head. He learned to make sounds. The sounds formed words. His name was Leo. He was a glassblower's apprentice. He made a wish on a magical furnace. He wanted to be his greatest work. The magic heard him. It turned him into glass. Leo's story was a sad one. He was a prisoner for 50 years. People found him and sold him. He moved from town to town. He saw everything but felt nothing. Elias listened. His eyes were wet. "We must break the curse," Elias said. Leo made a soft sound. It was a glass sob. "The furnace is gone." The glassblower is dead. There is no way. 3 years later. Elias was older and weaker. Leo could walk slowly now. He helped in the workshop. He fixed small clocks with his delicate hands. He was very good. But he was always sad. He looked at the living people. He wanted to feel the sun. He wanted to taste food. One day, a traveler came to the shop. He saw Leo. He was not afraid. "You are the crystal wonder," the traveler said. Leo nodded. The traveler was a collector of strange things. He offered Elias a lot of money. "Sell him to me. I will put him in a museum." Elias was very angry. "He is not a thing. He is a man." He sent the traveler away. But the traveler talked in the town. Soon, people remembered. They came to Elias's door. They wanted to see the glass man. Elias knew it was not safe. He and Leo must leave. They packed their things that night. They took a cart and an old horse. They went east, toward the mountains. They traveled for many days. They found a small, empty cottage. It was near a quiet forest. They lived there together. It was a peaceful life. But Leo's curse was still there. One autumn evening, Leo spoke. "I am tired, Elias." He sat by the window. The sunset made him glow. "I do not want to be glass anymore." Elias held his transparent hand. "What can we do?" Leo looked at the forest. "There is a story. A deep forest pool. It has water from the oldest mountain. It can wash away magic." Elias stood up. "We will find it." They went into the forest the next day. The trees were tall and dark. They walked for hours. Leo was very careful. A branch could break him. Finally, they saw a clearing. In the middle was a black pool. The water was still and dark. It did not reflect the sky. Leo walked to the edge. He looked at Elias. "Goodbye, my friend." Then he stepped into the water. There was a loud crack. Like breaking ice. Leo fell into the pool. The glass shell broke into pieces. It sank into the black water. But something else came up. A young man came to the surface. He had brown hair and warm skin. He was breathing hard. He was real. He was alive. Elias cried out. He helped the man to the shore. It was Leo. The real Leo. They went back to the cottage. Leo felt the fire. He tasted soup. He cried real tears. The curse was broken. They lived there for many happy years. Elias grew very old. Leo took care of him. One day, Elias died peacefully in his sleep. Leo buried him under a big tree. Leo left the cottage after that. He walked into the world. He was a normal man now. But sometimes, on clear nights, he looked at his hands. In the moonlight, they seemed to shine. Like pale, beautiful glass. He always smiled then. He remembered his friend. He remembered his freedom. He never forgot the price of a wish.